Hey everybody, so it has been a really long time since I've come on YouTube and recorded anything at all. I had this grand plan for the year 2023 where I was going to come and do all these lifestyle videos, things about my hair, things about fitness and all that stuff, and here we are pretty much at November, and I've not done that, but you know, life's and you do what you can. So I'm here. We are coming up on Scorpio season, which is my season, and I wanted to make this video because this has been heavy on my mind for probably this entire year. And as I'm getting closer to my birthday, which is November 19th, I've really been thinking about cutting this hair. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of people who say, like, why would you want to do that? If you hear a squeaking thing, it's my dog. I had to take this away. She doesn't even play with this toy, but she decides to play with it right now while I'm trying to record. This is Diamond, everyone. Get out of here. Let's get into it. 5 reasons why I want to cut these locks. But quick backstory. So I was relaxed up until 2010, like most young black girls, and in 2010 I cut all of my relaxer off and started going natural, and I was a loose natural from 2010 up until 2021. Now, anyone who has a lot of hair, who has really thick hair or coarse hair, anything in the 4 category, you know that having loose natural hair is a whole assignment. Like, it's like having another child. It's another job. Wash days are tedious. Keeping it together is tedious, and you know, after the pandemic came in 2020, I just was like, I've got to do something. I'm tired of messing with this hair. I'm tired of fighting with it. Salons weren't open, and I mean, for the most part, I did my own hair, but it just was too much. It was too much. So I was like, either I'm gonna lock my hair or I'm gonna shave my head. So I had always wanted to try locks, and I started them myself.
Good,
so I
too
started
dark.
my lock journey in February of 2021. I did them myself. I'll definitely be inserting pictures.
Just finished
as
my
I'm
micro
talking,
locks,
so you can
and
kind of see
if I
the journey
do
of
say
it all.
so myself.
And when I decided to lock my hair, I made a deal with myself that I would commit for at least 2 years, because I'm a person who loves to change my hair all the time. And I was like, I have to give these locks a fair shot. So I said that I would keep them for at least 2 years. I figured I wouldn't make it past 5 years because, like I said, I like to change my hair up a lot. So here we are, we're inching up on 3 years. February would make 3 years. And the closer I get to my birthday, the more I'm just like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time. I'm kind of over it. I like them. They're beautiful, but I'm over it. So, number 1 reason why I'm thinking about cutting my hair, it's just too much hair. Much like when I was younger and I had a relaxer and the beautician wanted to charge my dad extra to do my hair, it was a lot to deal with a relaxer. Then as a loose natural, it was a whole lot to deal with all the time. So as someone who locked their own hair, I was like, okay, I know that the mini locks will take a lot of time to put in, but maybe, you know, it'll be easier. You know, I'm containing all of this hair, all of these strands, and, you know, it'll be good. Okay, so looking back now, if I had the knowledge then that I have now, I would have definitely done my locks much larger. I love how full it looks sometimes, but a lot of the times it's just big. I can't do anything with it. And so I wrote down like the thickness is super thick. The number of locks, I've even combined some of them, so now I'm under 300 locks, and it's still too much for me. The drying time when I wash it, it's fine in the summer because I can let it air dry, but we're entering into the colder months, and it's not okay. And I also work out, so when I'm sweating and my hair gets wet, I don't have time to sit under a dryer or to rewash it, and it's too much. It's too much hair, period. The number 2 reason, maintenance time. If you have micro locks, mini locks, sister locks, you know this struggle. if I sit down and just really focus and do my hair without like many interruptions or breaks, I could probably knock it out in, I don't know, 5-6 hours. I think 6 hours is feasible. But I never feel like doing that, so it takes me like 2 days or 3 days, and it's too much. Like, I complained about the loose natural maintenance, like wash days, but this is just as tedious, if not more, because I have to go through each one. I interlocked them because I wanted them to really, well, I interlocked initially because it was part of that 2-year commitment to locks. I knew if I interlocked it, I couldn't comb them out once I changed my mind. So that's part of it, but also because I work out, I want them to be in there. Now, I have tried to do like the little retwist or the palm roll situation, and it looks so neat. It looks very beautiful for about 36 hours, and then it's a wrap. So that's not even feasible for my lifestyle. So yeah, the maintenance time is just horrible. And my reties, because my hair grows very fast, they just don't last long enough to me. Like, I know some people can wait 6 to 8 weeks, 4 weeks, and I'm looking fuzzy again, and that ain't part of God's plan for my life. The number 3 reason why I am thinking about cutting my locks is the lack of versatility. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, you can curl them or you can do braid outs and all this stuff. I don't like that look. I don't like the curly fry look. I don't like the crinkle ramen noodle look. It's too thick to pull up in a lot of things, so I end up wearing it like this, in a messy bun, which I do love, or like a ponytail. But by doing those styles and trying to like wrangle my hair into neatness, my edges are thinning. I've never had a problem with thin edges ever in my life with relaxers or loose natural hair or anything, and we're not about to start now, so yeah. I'm not feeling that part at all. One of the reasons why I also did them this size was because I figured, oh, they're thin. I could probably get them to lay pretty flat and I could wear a wig if I get bored. I am a singer and a performer. So I was like, if I want to switch it up for a photo shoot or a show, I'd be able to do that. These things are not getting under anybody's wig without looking like I have a whole basketball on my head. So the lack of versatility for someone who loves to switch up their look is it's a killer, and yeah, it's not working for me. Number 4 reason, the messiness. Now, I may get a little bit of flack for this, but I enjoy the wild look, the bohemian look, the fuzzy look sometimes, and then sometimes I want it to look very sleek and slick. I can very rarely achieve sleekness, like without snatching. I can very rarely achieve sleekness without like super snatching my hair back, which also pulls on those edges and gives me a headache, and it's just painful. Or putting product, I don't like to do mousse and all that stuff because I can't effectively wash it out, and so then your hair gets all gritty and nasty, and that feeds into the next point. Like, I can look at my curls and there's like dirt. Like, I could pick out pieces of dirt in it. I had to take like a safety pin and kind of get it out before, or tweezers. And when I'm out running or outside period and I see like dander and all this stuff floating in the air, just knowing that that's getting in my hair and I can't effectively really wash it out is, I don't like it. Like, it's just, I don't know. The messiness though, the overall messiness is cool sometimes, but I think I'm over it. And the 5th and final reason why I am thinking about cutting my locks is I am simply ready for change. So, like I said earlier, I started my locks during pandemic, and I started them in a time where it was a very interesting time. I'm not going to talk about it a lot in this video because we're talking about hair, but to nutshell it, a lot of people were going through a lot of things at the time. So I feel like from 2021 to now, a lot has happened. A lot of heavy things have happened. And I don't know if some people believe that, your hair holds energy or power or whatever. But I feel like, I want a clean slate. And that's kind of across the board. There are things here that I have thrown away, like my clothes that don't serve me, things that I don't need, things that are just like taking up space or weighing me down. And I believe my hair is one of those things. It weighs me down from a time commitment, from just worrying about it, from the pain of ponytails and buns, and just, it's a lot. And I no longer want the responsibility. I just want to let it go. So yeah, that's the number 5 reason. So I'm gonna think on it a little bit more. I would ask for your opinion, but I'm pretty sure most people are gonna say, don't cut your hair. No, don't cut your hair. But I mean, I guess if y'all wanna be contributors, you can tell me what you think, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna do what I wanna do anyway, but but yeah, let me know in the comments if you have locks or if you have any kind of hairstyle that you've been feeling like, you know what? I think I just want a fresh start and a clean slate. If you've been feeling that way, let me know how you feel, how you handled it, what you decided to do. And yeah, I guess in a next video or in an up and coming video, we'll see what I decided. Ain't that right, Diamond? Can you say bye to the people? Can you say bye? All right, we'll see what happens, all right? Thank y'all for listening.